If you're a politician, you have to speak quickly. I promise both the lands I will. And I have to acknowledge certain things. I do want to let you know one of your honorees who was living with a woman for 40 years, eventually got married, and that's Carlos Pagan. He got married a couple of years ago. So congratulations, Carlos. It was a 41-year engagement, and I think that's enough for someone to eventually make a judgment about whether you get married or not, and I'm glad you did. I also have to say hello to Aberdale, because Damaris, who's a city clerk and is here, if anyone wants to get married, she married 700 people in the last few weeks, and that's Abigail's cousin, Damaris. And the real reason I was here anyway, but the reason that I made sure I was here, the reason I made sure I was here is because somebody, if I didn't show up, she would have broke my legs, and that's Annette Roquet. All right, so I want to let you know I'm here on time. And Marty said, "Did you get those calls from Annette?" And I said, "Yes, I did." You should know something about Marty DeLand. And he just came through a campaign that everyone thought he was going to lose, and the DeLands are this and that. Marty was born and raised in the neighborhood. Well, Marty and I met when he ran for the school board. I thought he said it was 45 years ago. It's 43 years. I almost don't want to admit to that. I was 5 years old, and Marty was a little bit older. But Marty made an investment in the community from the time he was 18 years of age, stayed in the community, and helped build that restructuring. When I got elected, there were, I think, 2,300 abandoned units and lots. Marty and I worked real closely, and when Eric became the chairman of the Housing Committee, City Council, now we're down to 20 lots that are vacant in Bushwick. There's a huge renaissance. There's a youth center, a new nursing home, and that shows if you work together politically, you can get a lot accomplished. But you can do it, and Marty made some good points, without the not-for-profit infrastructure. So what Fernando has done and what Richard has done, and the staff of that not-for-profit, is very important. If you take that and Annette's program and El Regreso and even Carlos, I have to give him a plug or two, Richard Bushwick and all these agencies, one day maybe we have to get everyone together because you have the heart and mind of the neighborhood, and we need to have more dialogue. And I think we could do that because funny thing about the neighborhood is changing, and we have to make sure our people are still there, and not that everyone's bragging about how great it is, but we're really worried about enormous displacement. I want to just note one thing. Today I went to a senior center, and I wished everyone, happy Halloween and a good Thanksgiving. And a woman didn't sign it across. And I said, "Gee," I said, "is that because you think I'm not doing well health-wise?" She goes, "No." She goes, "Those disgusting articles in the newspaper." And so I said, "Yes." She goes, "But I'm praying for you." And when you become a political operative, people love to take you down. And I'm now 3 years of that. And it's a tough road, and it's very difficult. And with people like Angela Battaglia and Eric DeLand and Marty, you know what it is in this world? Years ago, they talked about friends. You're a not-for-profit. You have to identify who your friends are. And Eric, it's good to have a city councilman that says, "Gee, let me have a limited amount of money. Let me give you a member item." And people beat you up for giving the member item. If you don't give, you get mad. And if someone gives it to you, they say, "Why?" But people need to work together. And the DeLands are qualified people because they stay together. Friendship means a lot. And I also want everyone to know, and no one believes it, that Marty and I, and I've said this for a while, we're twin brothers. Now, Marty and I are twins. Now, I think you saw that movie, but we are really twins. So if you really, it would make me a lot younger if I was Marty's twin. So I'd really enjoy that. I'm here to wish the program. I started a non-for-profit called the Richard Bushwick Senior Citizen Council. People said you can't, they wanted to end it before it got started. And this has been hell the last number of years, but it probably has built 7,000 units of affordable housing. It probably has a staff of 1,800. And you might say all those things are good, a nursing home, youth center, a respite program, assisted living. And you say, "Gee, isn't that great?" we have Thanksgiving, Christmas. Anyone's doing nothing, they want to deliver a meal. You could join Eric and Marty and I. We delivered 3,000 meals to people in Bushwick on that day. So if anybody wants to volunteer, but it's on Thanksgiving Day. You would say people love that. Too many people are out there will want to destroy what you do, but they don't want to do what you do. So it's much easier to say you're not doing enough, very easy to attack you. And the people, how many people here work for this agency that are here? 1, 2, here. So tomorrow when you go in, or Monday, if you're, I don't think you're off tomorrow, come in and tell your boss, say, look, I really like the job, and I really think it's a nice place to work, and thank you for the enormous sacrifices that he's made. He started a number of years without anything, and the aggravation that he goes home with a grant renewal and all this other stuff, he could do much better. One thing we have in common, we both graduated from LIU, all right? I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but we both graduated from there, and we're committed for the neighborhood to get better and improve. So I want to say that the keynote speaker that you had, you do not know how distinguished he is, and everyone underestimates him politically, but he only got about 80% of the vote, and he didn't even try that hard. And Marty Malve Deland may not be my twin brother, but he is my brother. And Eric Deland really gave a nice showing in Bushwick, Williamsburg, Cypress Hills when he ran from the start for Congress. He's a young guy. He's as young as me and Marty. And, you know, he's a little bit down, and him and I are, because the Yankees got destroyed. But we'll put that aside for this year. Have a good evening. Congratulations on the 10 years. But you don't do this with a lot of work and a lot of heart. So your heart is pretty special, Fernando. Keep it up. If you need a friend, let us know. And I think we all should get together, all right? And maybe have a little summit. Is that all right? Congratulations, congratulations.